Hi, I'm Hamish and that's Tom. This is Behind the Tent. In this edition, I'll be talking to Tom about round 3 of XCR10, the SKINS Sandown Classic. I'm going to talk to the guy who's thrown this further than anyone else in history. But first, the new timing system for XCR10, chips. Lots of chips, and they're good for you. Hi AV, we've got a new timing system. Here's what it's all about. Here's a timing mat. Here's a backup timing mat. Here's the fastest computer in the world. Well, maybe the second fastest. Here are the boffins working the system. We're going to talk to Ben from MyLapse, the manufacturer of the new AV timing system.
Hi Hamish, so what we've got here today is actually an LF frequency system. So where all the runners come across, they run across the mats, and the chip on the shoe registers a time for them, and everyone gets picked up that way. So we've even got some backup mats back there to make sure that we pick up absolutely everybody.
31, right.
So here we have 2 of the decoders. So this way, when you've got runners coming across the line, because of course they've got some long strides, we make sure even if they step over the first mat, they're going to step on the second mat, so that way we pick up everybody.
Here's me with my tag and my shoe with a chip on it, running across the line. What happens if things go wrong?
Well, that's actually something we try and plan for. So everything has got its own internal memory, but also here they've got manual timekeepers and also even a video camera backup.
And remember, no chip, no time. I'm going to talk to the man who's thrown the javelin all the way from here to here. Thanks Uwe for talking to us here at Behind the Tent. Can you tell us, when you threw the javelin more than 100 metres, did you know as soon as it had left your hand that it was going to go the 100 metres?
Yeah, sure. If you practice that lot, you know when you have a good throw and you feel it immediately. Having
Made the throw, does yelling at the javelin make a difference?
I never shot.
Today you were giving a clinic for some Victorian athletes. Can you tell us how that went?
Yeah, it was good, and I had only a little bit time here, 2 hours, to show them what exercise we are using for throwing and for our general training. But I think I hope I bring them a little bit closer to the throwing ideas.
Yeah, obviously very excited with my form and having I missed last season, so to come back and build my fitness back up and have a PB as well, which was exciting. And my aim was to get automatic selection for the team, which we did, so it sort of took away any stress around the nationals, and yeah, so we're on the team. It's good.
And working with Uwe, what's that been like? A new coach, and working also with Jared Bannister in that little squad of athletes. How's that been, and working with the big man?
Yeah, it's been challenging. It's been very exciting. It's been everything, to be honest, and I really. I appreciate the opportunity that I've got, to learn from the best and working with the best with Jared and what he's done, and just to watch and learn some new things, learn a new technique, which has been what my focus is on. So yeah, it's been a great season all up. So no complaints.
Yeah.
So you are seeing lots of juniors out there who you believe can be very good.
Yeah, I think so. If they do the right things and special start not too early with too much attention for weight training, and they can be good.
So early on, the technique is much more important than the weights.
Yeah, I think so. And also general training like sprinting to improve the speed. It's more important.
So just get involved in athletics. Don't worry about going into the gym.
Yeah, that's it.
Uwe, with these tiny arms, can you teach me how to throw the javelin?
At least I can try it.
Thank you. I think it's in the river.
Now what we're here for is to discuss XCR10 and the big race coming up, the third round, the SKINS Sandown Classic. Tell me, who's looking hot?
Well, in the men, we would suggest that Toby Rayner's in good form after a good win at Lardner Park.
Very distinctive style that Toby Rayner has.
Yes, there's a bit of leaning forward there, a bit of bush kangaroo involved. Okay, now Tom, stop looking at Wallard's Facebook page there and tell me about Liam Adams, his teammate. He's also been in good form. Do you think he's going to run well in Sandown?
Well, yeah, he was definitely in great nick. 37th, the best Australian male performer at the World Cross Country. Backed that up with a silver medal over in Canada for the World Unicross. Came back, had a lazy roll around into 8th place down at Lardner Park, finished very strongly. Probably has the speed there if he really wants to have a crack at the prize money on the day. Of course, 750 bickies on the line there, it's nothing to be sneezed at.
They're big dollars, especially to spend at the Anglers Tavern. Who else can we talk about?
Oh, Kane Willie's definitely had a good start to the season. Steve Kelly's one to watch as well. Ran a 29.50 or thereabouts at the Zatopek over 10k. Second place at Lardner Park. Ran a very strong league for his Box Hill club down at Gels Park. So he could be in red hot form.
Certainly got the streamlined haircut, Tom.
Yes, Hamish. Well, Richard Everest, of course, has gone overseas, so he won't be representing Glenn Huntley this time at the SKINS Sandown Classic. But one person that will be representing Glenn Huntley, Luke Hennessy. Very good start to the season, perhaps somewhat surprising. Went over to the World Unicross Country, had a good run there. Also running very strongly, third place at Lardner Park, and has got a bit of form behind him.
Yeah, questionable haircut and moustache, though.
We've talked about the men's, Hamish. Now we'll move across to the women's field.
Yeah,
and
much more interesting.
Very open field this year. No
Certainly.
Nikki Chappell.
Well, not a newcomer to the scene, but a return for Vic Mitchell without the dyed hair. Still
Almost
running
didn't
fast.
recognise her there at one
Bit of
stage
a
down
shock.
at Lardner Park.
So I think she's likely to run very quickly. Christy McCarthy hasn't been in great form recently, and we'd expect her to be up near the front. And possibly a return for Lisa Waitman, her first outing in the white train of the MUAC colours.
Other two people that I'd like to throw in there, Kathryn Mitchell from Traralgon Harriers, always a strong finish. She's been the country cross-country champion for the last couple of years.
Certainly in the All Black of Traralgon, we'd expect to see her up near the front as well.
And the one other person to look for, and you might be able to make her out if she wears that same pink dress that she wore at the Great Australian Run, Cassie Feen. We haven't seen her this season, but the Wellington Athletics distance runner, world half marathon rep for Australia, is always a very fast and smooth operator on the Sandown track.
Unusual attire, but very quick. We'll see her running very fast, we would hope.
So in a word, Hamish, who's going to win the men's race at Sandown?
My pick is Liam Adams.
And for the women's?
I think Vic Mitchell's up for the win. And your pick's Tom.
I'm going to back Steve Kelly from Box Hill for the men's race, and Vic Mitchell I can't seem to go past in the women's either.
Thanks, Tom. And that's it for this edition of Behind the Tent. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
I think I cleared the river. I've landed it on the tan.